Hello everybody, Zach here, and I am back for another mod showcase video as well as an extra video to the day. I usually don't do 3 videos in a day, and this will be something short, but it's showcasing something that Albo is currently working on. Albo1125, a great mod contributor to LSPDFR and the community, is working on this. It's called Siren Control, and I've actually got these things bound to my controller, and but what it does is, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to take off here, hit down on the D-pad. It's going to turn on my lights and siren, as you can hear my siren. I'm then just going to hit one button on my controller and cycle through the sirens. And it's a pretty easy installation as well. You just got to follow his short little readme. You got to take your audio files out of your resident audio files. But look at this. I can just cycle through my sirens so I can have that secondary siren or a different siren. Oh, it's just so awesome. Rather than holding in... but what I can still do is I can still use whatever's designated as the air horn at the same time. It's amazingly simple, but it adds that much more realism to the game, as well as the fact that you can just toggle it essentially. There it is. You can toggle it essentially with a switch, as opposed to holding down an air siren or the alternate or whatever. As well as too, I can just hit this button real quick. Well, that's because it's also my lights as well on the D-pad, but I can just then toggle the sound off and toggle the sound right back on if I wanted to. It's a really, like I said, simple modification, but sometimes the simplest thing can make your game that much better and that much more realistic. And I can just cycle through this siren all day long. It really is an awesome modification. Hopefully it comes out here shortly, and hopefully you can check it out. But don't crash into traffic as I'm just driving around here. But really, like I said, super simple, works really well, does its job. Oh my gosh, I'm driving poorly. That's not an indication of how good this mod is. But it's amazing. It really, really is. Traffic responds its usual way. I mean, it still is GTA 5. Well, but they are stopping and everything, so they're doing their usual. Oh, also too, I can, if I wanted to. Let's cycle this off. I can also too go up behind somebody and just, well, I'm trying to get some traffic that's actually headed in the same direction as me. What's going on here? Well, no, but I can just hit this button and have my my little blip, which is obviously some different sounds. But it's awesome. It's awesome. It's exactly what that blip is used for, to pull somebody over inside of LSPDFR, but you have that as well. And I can just cycle through that all day. It's just such a neat little mod, but it's definitely something that makes this game all the better and all the more realistic, because nobody's going around holding their horn in. Well, because that's the thing too. If I'm in first person here, what I used to be doing was turning on my siren and then holding this in, but that's just air horn, as you can hear. But you would hold that in to do alternate. So now I can just hit this. Whoops, that's my phone. Now I can just hit this, and then boom, I've got my secondary, and then I've got my... It's such a, like I said, such an awesome little mod. But, like I said, awesome nonetheless. So, go ahead and you can check the progress out. I'm going to link it down here in the description to the progress he's making currently on the mod. And it should be out here soon, I'm pretty sure, because it feels like it's complete. There are some conflicts of interest with the D-pad currently because of the way GTA is. Like, the secondary was set to up on the D-pad, but that's what happens. It's hard to find something that's not being taken up by something else. Definitely in GTA, where there's already so many things bound to so many different things, and plus the keyboard probably doesn't have that much of an issue. Plus, his INI files usually give you the ability to go in there and change it to whatever your heart desires. His INI is usually very in-depth, and you can change whatever controls to whatever you want. Really? Be lucky I'm not on patrol. I'm just doing a mod showcase. But look forward here later on in this week to more mod showcases, as well as more SAPDFR patrols, and maybe even an LSPDFR patrol or two. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.